So here's the thing of being adult now. You cannot lie to anymore and you cannot hide anymore because your life is basically a mirror of what's happening inside of you. So if you look at someone else's life, you can actually see how much in alignment that person lives, how much in alignment the person is with themselves and their heart, because your body is a mirror of like how you feel about yourself. Your health is a mirror of how you actually feel and believe about health and health industry, and how much you actually follow the social norms and all the new trends. So the more you're becoming in alignment and embodied of who you actually are, the less you actually need like outside life to tell you what to do. You need less outside of people to tell you what's the right and the wrong thing, because you're gonna be listening to your guidance system and you'll know what is right, what is wrong for you. You'll know what feels good and doesn't feel good to you, and you're gonna keep choosing what feels good. Because when you're not plugged in, you actually live outside of your life. This is what normally happens. The default state, it's been from old paradigm, you've been trained to live outside our lives. And this looks like you always compare yourself, you always look what somebody else have or does, you always copy what everybody else does, because if someone is successful, you often think that that person has some sort of like a luck, or they found the right strategy or something else. There are, like when you say like build a business, there are some strategies, but even those strategies is like it's just something like the end thing that you actually want to do, because people always are gonna buy from you or gonna choose your services because of who you are, which is the identity. So the more you actually are plugged into who you are, the more you're actually gonna have success, because you are the strategy to start with. Everything else just follows. But in the old paradigm, you've been trained and to live outside our lives, and that means you always like look what people do, behave, buy, don't buy. It's like you're always outside, if that makes sense. So when you live inside your body, it's like you always pay attention how things make you feel. You're always listening where you need to be going, what you should be doing, how this person makes you feel, how this conversation makes you feel, how this environment makes you feel, how this everything. So basically, I call this in my world that you're becoming an emotional thermometer. So you're always aware how things are making you feel. And you're really aware, is it coming from the place of, let's say, a triggering spot, which is like something like inside of you that needs to be cleaned up, or it's actually coming as a guidance system, which is you really feel this is in alignment and this is not in alignment. This is in alignment, this is not. So you actually start feeling the difference between the healing part and just the guidance system. The more you're gonna start allow yourself to listen to the guidance system. And in order to start feeling and being comfortable and trusting that guidance system, again, you want to start do the cleanup process, which means the cleanup process starts from you living inside. So you have to pay attention on how you feel, how certain things makes you feel, not brushing on the carpet anymore, not always to begin with, but normally you start actually your perception of life, or the way you see yourself, or the way you see other people or situations starts shifting, because you understand everything is a mirror, right? Your body is a mirror, other people is a mirror of like basically what you actually do and feel, right? Normally we tend to blame people for what they do and do. It's just like, pay attention before you point the finger to somebody else, what they said or didn't. Watch your behavior, watch your energy, because most likely, I bet, most likely you have broadcast something that they just energetic match to. And because we're broadcasting 24/7, it's never ending broadcasting, we're just constantly broadcasting the energy. And there's a difference between what people get caught and they don't understand fully. And for me, it took like a decade to get to the point where I understand. Let's say I feel anger, resentment right now, right? And now I have a conversation with my best friend and I say, I'm fine, yeah, everything's okay, and I shouldn't feel this way, it's fine. And most of the women think like, okay, I'm saying what I'm verbally saying is like, I'm fine, I shouldn't feel this way, I'm good, I'm adult, don't bother me. But you actually, inside your body, you actually feel the resentment. So the resentment is still a dominant emotion, and that resentment is actually creating. So emotions don't create. Emotions are indicators what's creating in your life. So you cannot blame the emotions for being there. You want to just pay attention what emotion is indicating you, what you're actually broadcasting. Emotion is a beautiful thing. It's a guidance system. So you want to tap in now and do the cleanup process, because over the years, you have picked up a lot of baggage from other people, from the society, from your parents, from your neighbors, from your cousins, from your school, from your universities. You have picked up a lot of beliefs and you have taken them as a truth. And you have created and your life around those truths. And the environments that doesn't feel good, or the actions or things that you do doesn't feel good, normally they're coming from the place of the truth that you picked up that is not yours. So the whole process is actually becoming like doing the inventory of your life and seeing like what's in alignment, what's actually not in alignment, and not making those crazy, drastic, actions, which is like quit your job, get divorced, quit the job, whatever that is. We want to do everything energetically first, so outside life is going to work out naturally. So your outside life is a byproduct of your internal, and that is energetics, right? So but the first step is to actually come back inside your body and start operating on a daily basis from your body, from inside. Not going outside life, not seeing what your partner does, not how your partner feels, wants or don't want, not what your kids, not your mom and dad, not what your neighbor, not what your whatever, but you. And when you start operating from the place of you, you'll notice at the beginning, am I gonna feel like, oh my God, I'm on an emotional roller coaster? It's only because there's a baggage that you shouldn't be carrying. And you most likely your body feels. If you feel heavy in the body, you feel like shoulders are locked in and whatever there is a baggage. And it's not yours. So you shouldn't be carrying it. Because when you carry your own weight doesn't weigh anything. Your own weight weighs nothing. And that's why you see some people like running through life and they're flowing, things happening. It's because they have let go of the baggage that is not theirs. So first, you're gonna be in your life and just pay attention and emotional, where you have an emotional thermometer, and just do the cleanup process. Through plugging in, through understanding, and like emotional mastery, and have all these courses in my Hell Yes energy, so you can go and just like learn about all of these things, so understand how you stay in your body, how to actually regulate yourself. This is like a crucial part of alignment. And once you start understanding and start getting comfortable with being in your body, with yourself, you'll see you'll need less distraction, you proving less, you needing, the beauty part is you need to do less. So that means you don't want to that overdo, you don't want to spend time like you used to spend like working hours for like all day and feeling like I need to be there. So you kind of like feeling you slowing down and just kind of becoming easier to yourself, and the pressure takes off and you start feeling a little bit lighter. And that is like a sign, emotion that indicates that you're actually on the right path. Because if you're overdoing and you're overwhelming, like, oh my God, it's not only have the momentum going on of like your somebody else's life and your life, and you cannot catch up with your own expansion. That's what emotional roller coaster is. What you think and your inner being is two different things, right? So that's where the work begins. Coming back to yourself, coming back to your body, really becoming aware of what you're feeling, and using the right tools to actually navigate yourself. Because life is just mastery of tools. That's all it is. The better you get the tools, the faster you process things, the faster you're gonna get where you wanna get to, the faster you're gonna follow the manual, a manifestation manual. The things is gonna happen way faster in such a fun way. You're not gonna feel like, oh, I should manifest this and I have to do this, I have to, like, it feels like heavy when you think about it. But this is a game. And once you understand, like, can you follow the instructions, your vehicle actually gonna run smooth, up and running, just like flowing. But if you don't follow manual, if you don't follow the instructions, you kind of like force your car and you push your car rather than just getting engine and going. You're actually pushing the car, all the weight. Along the way, you're gonna get injured. Along the way, you get tired, and you're like, what happened? You have a breakdown. Your body hurts, you get sick, whatever. So that's the difference. It's a huge difference. So start living from the inside out, staying in your body, in your life. That's the practice. Master that, because that's gonna change your freaking entire life.